Good morning from Dubai, and sorry if the camera is a bit foggy right now. Just woken up, it's around 6 a.m. and today is the day that I'm going to be traveling to Monaco. So I'm going to be going to Monaco because I've lived in Dubai. Let me just swipe this lens. I've lived in Dubai for almost 10 years. I wanted to see how this other tax-free country stacks up to this country and wanted to see how I felt about it because, you know, I've been living in this place for a very long time. And so I just wanted to see how I felt there. I've never been there. You know, I know that it is another place that attracts a lot of wealth because it does have its tax advantages too. And so I wanted to just check it out. And I think it's long overdue. So now I'm just all packed, ready to go, about to head to the airport. And yeah, it's not very often that I'm up this early. What's up guys, just landed in Nice, France. Never been here before, this is the first time for me. Crazy. On the way now to Monaco. Very smooth flight, no complaints. I slept most of it. And funny enough, I was on my phone on the flight and I was using ChatGPT. And I asked ChatGPT a question, which I think everyone watching this right now should go and do because I found it very interesting and it had a lot of wisdom for me. And my question to ChatGPT was, tell me something interesting about myself that I don't already know. You should ask ChatGPT this right now and see what it says. But it basically said, like it listed a lot of positive things, but it said that you are somebody who's extremely ambitious and driven, and sometimes you don't stop to fully appreciate and reflect in things that are going well in your life, which is 100% true. And so I started to think about YouTube and how every time I look at my subscriber count, I'm not really too happy with how low it is. You know, I look at, as of today, it's like 42,000. And I look at that and I go, that's not good enough. But then I also realize that I'm not really putting in as much effort as I should be. And so for what I've been able to do this year with the little amount of effort that I've put in, I should be very grateful. I just wanted to say I'm extremely grateful for every single person that watches me. It really, really means a lot. And regardless of how many subscribers or views that I'm getting currently, I know that it's just a matter of time. If I keep putting in the effort, if I keep putting in the time, I've carved out my own lane, my own niche. I've essentially created this whole lifestyle investing thing, and I'm just really, really grateful for everybody that, you know, spends the time to watch me every time that I drop a video. So I just wanted to say thanks to you guys, and thanks for ChatGPT for such insightful wisdom. So if you haven't, asked ChatGPT that prompt because I found it really fascinating. Now we're here driving from Nice to Monaco. I guess I'll see you at the hotel. So I'm in the hotel right now, Hotel de Paris. Everybody told me this was the hotel that I needed to stay in if I ever came to Monaco. Look how high this bed goes. All right, now we take it down. Have you seen that anywhere? Who came up with this? Who thought this would be a nice touch in a hotel room? I think it's a bit strange, to be honest. Monaco, goddamn, that is a crazy view. So I've already been here for the last 2 days. I think I've already seen everything there is to see. Crazy how small of a place this city is, or country. I'm shocked how small it is. I couldn't believe it. It's just too boring and slow for me, and it's just filled with tourists that are just standing in the center trying to take photos of cars. And it's funny, like all these people that are taking photos of these cars, like the cars that they're taking photos of, you would see on a Tuesday morning in Dubai going to the drive-thru to get breakfast from McDonald's. That's how uninteresting these cars are, but I guess for so many people here, they're so fascinated and excited by very simple looking cars. You know, one Cullinan and one Ferrari. It's like nothing special. So yeah, anyway, it's been a fun trip. I wish that I filmed a little bit more, but I didn't. I tried to enjoy my time here, and now I'm gonna be going to a city close to Cannes. I've found a house there. I wanted to just go somewhere kind of quiet and in nature and spend a couple days and try to like lock in on some things that I'm trying to do this year. It is a beautiful looking city though. Like it's very rare that you'll see buildings and the mountains, the clouds, and then the water. So I will give it that. It is a pretty city, but yeah, just a bit too small for me, I think. All right, it's time to leave. We're out of here. And now we're going to a secret location. A piano. All right, Monaco, been a pleasure. I said this in the last video. I find it cringe whenever somebody writes a caption on Insta and they're like, all right, Monaco, thanks for having me. Like, Monaco is a person and it actually cares about your caption.
I had to check your luggage first with my colleague.
Thank you, thank you. Very much, have a good day. I don't want to sound negative here, but I feel like Monaco attracts a lot of NPCs that are easily excited. At least I got to tick another one off the list. I think I've gone practically everywhere in Europe now, minus I have not been to Saint-Tropez. That's it. Everywhere else, all the hotspot places, I've been to all those. So maybe next summer, Saint-Tropez. Let's see. All right, guys, so I'm in the south of France right now. I just checked my phone and I saw this. Some sort of alert. You don't really get these warnings very often on your phone. I've only ever had 2 in my entire life. So there's going to be a storm here in where we are in France. And yeah, apparently it's going to get pretty crazy. So I look forward to this. I'm excited. A lot of people might be scared, but not me. I think it's fun experience. What's up, guys? Survived the storm and I think everything closed, so everybody had to go inside, and we also had these alerts on our phones. Didn't expect to come to the south of France. I thought the weather might be, a bit nicer than it was the last few days, but this is life. Anyway, it allowed me to be inside, to isolate, and to be within my thoughts, and use that time to be more focused. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about I know that I've been very inconsistent with YouTube, and I wanted to use this as a lesson for anybody that's thinking about starting YouTube or any form of social media, but specifically YouTube. If you're ever able to begin YouTube and gain momentum and you have an audience that are willing to watch you, make sure that you show up every single week, because as soon as you start being inconsistent, the cracks will start to show and then that audience will stop watching you. So I've already, throughout the course of this year, gone away for 1 month, taken another break for 3 weeks. By the time you watch this video, it would have already been 2 weeks. And it's one of the worst things you can do. For momentum, as soon as you take breaks, that's when people disappear, and then you come back and it's very hard to regain that momentum. There's multiple channels of people that are richer than me, that are more talented than me, that put in more effort than me, and still are unable to gain an audience. I don't know what it is, I don't know what they're doing wrong, but if you have the ability to have people like you guys watching me, which I'm extremely grateful for, it really honestly means a lot, because I can see these other guys that are struggling, and here I am graciously having you guys watch me as an audience, and it's very difficult for me to stay consistent. And to be able to show up every single week with no incentive, it's not easy, because these other guys, they'll go and create videos. Like, you don't get it twisted, right? If you see a guy going on some massive vacation or some luxury trip or some luxury shopping spree, I can promise you that almost every single time that is done with the intention of it being a video. They're not going there and just, it's their normal life and then they're filming it as it happens. It's not what happens. What they're doing is they're going there with the intention to film a video, and then they're hoping that that video is an investment, because they'll put the money into that video, clickbait with the title, and then they drive sales to their personal brand or to whatever products they're selling. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's a genius business model, but I'm not doing that. And so me showing up every single week, it's difficult because I don't get anything from these videos. The only thing that I get is you guys watching me and then my channel growing. I understand the value of a personal brand, and I see where I can take my channel, and I can see if I can grow to 1 million subscribers in the future, where I can take it. But for the moment, it's very hard to be motivated and dedicated when there is no reward. And I've been, I would say, fairly consistent all year, and I'm only on 40,000 subscribers. While 40,000 subscribers is a lot to some people, I look at that and go, it's not enough, because that's the way my mind works. Somebody the other day said to me, they go, wow, bro, you're growing so fast. You're on 40,000 subscribers. Congrats. And I said, there's nothing to congratulate me for. Like, that's not enough. I'm not even close to scratching the surface yet. Until I'm able to grow to 100K, I'm not going to be happy, but I'm not going to grow to 100K until I'm consistent. And so if you're thinking about starting YouTube, if you're thinking about growing your personal brand, make sure that when you start, do not stop. Anyway, we're here, south of France. It's my last day in this house. As I told you, I haven't been consistent. I haven't filmed a single thing in this house. I wanted to try and enjoy my life these last few weeks. So I basically wanted to come to the middle of nowhere. I wanted to go completely remote in nature, but in a nice house where I can completely focus and lock in and try and be in my own thoughts. I like to do this a couple times per year. Got some wine, nice wine selection here. We got a little cinema here. Here, watch the movies. And then sauna. I wanted to be in complete nature while I can just come, focus, and lock in. And that's what, that's what I used to do when I was younger in Bali. Bali is a lot cheaper to do it than a lot of other places. Like now we're in Europe, it's much more expensive to come here. But, if you're on a budget and you want to do something like this, then Bali is a great option. You can go and do something similar. What I recommend is to go somewhere and isolate yourself. Go somewhere remote. There shouldn't be anybody around. You shouldn't hear any cars. You shouldn't hear any people. You want to go to a place where it's just you, your thoughts, and nature. And if you can do that, the way you will start to think, the way you will start to feel will be a lot different. And this has long-lasting effects. So after I leave somewhere like this, my mind is almost reset for the next 3 to 6 months. So this is very important, at least for me to do a couple times per year. I need to come somewhere like this and just kind of isolate myself. It works wonders.